That is for Deen al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and Ra is for the month of Ramadan. Oh, Ramadan. That is for Zakat, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need. That is for Salamun alaykum, peace be with you, wa alaykum assalam.
Alhamdulillah, alladhi bi ni'matihi tatimmu salihat, wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil mursaleen, Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Our viewers and our listeners at home, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to be looking at another topic, which is building effective partnership between Zakat and WAQF institutions, governments, and NGOs. Partnership, we talk about partnership. Partnership is about forging formidable forces that drive mutual success between one person and another person, or between a group of individuals, another group of individuals, as the case may be. That is why Allah, the Almighty, says in Quran chapter 5 verse 2, that is Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah says, "Ta'awwanu 'alal birri wat taqwa wa la ta'awwanu 'alal ithmi wal udwan." Meaning, help you one another in acts of righteousness and piety, and do not help one another in sin and transgression. It is on this basis that this topic is not only apt, but it is also, very important, especially in these hard times when the less privileged are struggling, to exist. And why we have Zakat or WAQF institutions in our domains, and then we also have a lot of other NGOs and then governments, either at the federal or at the state or at the local governments. How can they build effective partnership, to put smiles on the faces of the less privileged? There are three types of partnership in Islamic finance, which we call musharaka, and under this particular, concept, we have what we call sharikatul uqud, contractual partnerships. And under this contractual partnership, it could be further divided into three parts. Number one, we have what we call sharikatul amwal, partnership of capital. That maybe Zakat and WAQF institution are just starting. And then on the other side, we have governments, be it local government, be it the state or the federal. They have the financial muscles, while the WAQF and Zakat institution have the expertise and the technical know-how. So there could be a kind of a partnership in this space. Government brings in partnership of capital, brings in the capital, while, on the other side, which is the second type of partnership, is what we call sharikatul a'mal, or abdan, partnership of services. Under this, the Zakat and WAQF institution can bring to the front burner their expertise, their knowledge, their technical knowledge of how to carry out the work. And then the third type of partnership under this, we also have what we call sharikatul wujuh, that is partnership of goodwill or reputation. So somebody has a very good will, he can also bring it to bear, with the Zakat and WAQF institution, to leverage on that in order to be able to reach high network individuals or very important donors, either local or international, that can support the charitable and humanitarian services of the Zakat and WAQF institutions. Having said this, there are very, very important, pillars of what we call of strategic partnerships. I have about 14 or 15. If time permits, I will go through all. Otherwise, I will just mention very few of them. Number one, under one of the major pillars of strategic partnership is that the Zakat and WAQF institutions, with either government or with either other NGOs, must be on the same page with regards to mutual vision That is, the mission of the of the Zakat and WAQF institution should align with the vision of government or with the vision of the other NGOs they want to go into partnership with, so that they tell the stories together. Number two is that the Zakat and WAQF institution that is going to partnership with either another NGO or NGOs or government must set clear goals and expectations. This is one way, to improve partnerships and collaborations in the ecosystem. There must be a clear goal you want to achieve, and that goal also must align with your partner. Then number three is also what we call complementary strengths. Complementary strength. So in the partnership, what we expect the Zakat and WAQF institution to do is that let them leverage on the strength of its partner or partners, and then block the gap, the notice on the side of the partner, and vice versa, rather than duplicating the effort. One should bring in their expertise, and then the other one should also bring their strength, to bear, and then they can be able to make impactful interventions in the life of the people. Number four is that they have to also prioritize trusts. They have to prioritize trusts. There must be trust between the Zakat and WAQF institution as well as their partners, either NGOs or government. Participation could be improved by prioritizing trust, which requires consistent effort and communication, transparency around goals, and openness to feedback, and then delivering on promises they have made to one another. This will go a long way to deepen that relationship. Number five is to also prioritize open communication. The Zakat and WAQF institution, in partnership with other NGOs or government, must always be in constant communication with one another. And this is going to build and maintain relationship, with their collaborators or with their partners. And in doing this, they also address their concerns as well as share successes and constantly recalibrate through regular interactions, share feedback, and ensure everyone is working towards the same objectives and minimizing misunderstanding. When there is this, then it makes the partnership to be very, very effective. Number seven is that there must be flexibility. By flexibility, I mean at times the Zakat and WAQF institution will lead while their partners will follow. And at another time, their partners will lead while the Zakat and WAQF institution will now follow. So it is not always that one side will always be leading while others will be following. It is vice versa, depending again on the subject matter, before them. Number eight is also shared growth. By shared growth, we mean the ultimate metrics. It's about partnership that focuses on shared milestones, mutual skill enhancement, and ventures, and seek mutually beneficial opportunities for growth and innovation. Number seven is what I also call grants and donation. Grants in this instance can come from government or can come from international, donor agencies, and then donations can come from NGOs to another NGO, particularly from an NGO to Zakat and WAQF institutions. And then again, it can also be on the side of the Zakat and WAQF institution that may also donate, to its partner in terms of the interventions they want to carry out. Number nine is human capital development. In this area of partnership, the Zakat and WAQF institution can also depend on its partner, either the government, for sponsorship, for the capital development of its workers. While also the Zakat and WAQF institution can also support other NGOs to build the capacity of their workers. Number nine is resourceful hands. Zakat and WAQF professionals could serve as resourceful person for government or other NGOs in order to build the capacity, of their people or the beneficiary, will be beneficiaries they want to put smiles on their faces. Then number nine is also in the area of advocacy. By advocacy, we mean the Zakat and WAQF institution, should engage in advocacy along with their partners in the ecosystem with a view to solving industry challenges and problems. And of course, another area which is very important is that in the area of partnership, the Zakat and WAQF institution can also serve as mentors or coaches, to the would-be beneficiaries from government side or from other, or from other NGOs that they want to support, because they have the technical knowledge and they have, the expertise. They can mentor and coach the would-be beneficiaries from these partners of theirs or their collaborators. And then finally, also, is in the area of monitoring and evaluation. Zakat and WAQF institution could also deploy their M&E tools to send feedback to their collaborators or to their partners, so that areas where they are doing very well, they can see it, and areas where they need to improve, they can also see it, and then also how they can also create what we call sustainability of the intervention on the part of their partners. These are some of the ways through which we can build effective partnership, with Zakat and WAQF institution, with government or other NGOs. Until we come your way next time, أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبعث بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله. آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله واليوم